2 plays out.
Liquids turn to ban.
2
10 seconds remaining.
Team Yandex's turn to ban.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Yandex's turn to pick. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Bounty Hunter.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Yandex's turn to
Winter Wyvern.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Yandex's turn to ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Impossible.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid's turn to pick. Team Yandex's turn to pick.
Clockwork!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Yandex's turn to pick.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Yandex's turn.
Dark Seer.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Yandex. Team Yandex's turn to bat.
Slug. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 5 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 secon
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Yandex's turn to ban.
Seconds remaining.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Yandex's turn to pick. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Tide Hunter.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Wind Ranger at your
You may now
service.
select your heroes.
Было бы прикольно, если бы он такой: если тебя интересует мое мнение, а Василис бы сказал: нет-нет, мы передаем слово комментаторам.
Да.
Вот это было бы классно.
Не интересует мнение вообще аналитиков, в принципе. Просто передаю нам слово.
А меня вот...
Usually Helm of the Dominator comes out before Aghanims, but typically it's just going to be Helm Agh's part, the things that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, my biggest worry for Yandex this game is this mid lane. Like, Slark literally cannot do one single point of damage to Wind Ranger. He's 600 units away. How can you hurt him? And I think this lane can potentially get very out of hand and put Nisha in a position to say, hey, I messed up last time with some Aegises. I'm going to prove you all wrong. I'm still the GOAT. All right, one-on-one, never lost, okay? He's in a position to say that.
Okay, what if it's no longer a one-on-one? What if all the supports from Yandex come mid?
Okay, then all bets are off.
All bets are off if those rotations happen, but Nisha wanting to prove himself here, and Yandex wanting to prove that their craft is superior. The only way they can do that is with some words for Tsunami.
Thank you very much. Yes, I am joined by Excel of Team Yandex. All right, give it to me real, Excel. Should you have won that game one? What was going on in your head during the last 5 minutes of that game?
I mean, it was a crazy game, and you don't judge winners, so you win, you win.
Okay, so then that's why you seemed confident still. You go for the IO, but you didn't go for it first pick. You waited, went bounty, they still didn't ban it, and then you were like, okay, now I'll pick IO. What was the reason?
There was just too many heroes we wanted, and we just decide what's bounty is. It's just different, and you don't want to be like, doing the same thing over and over again.
Okay. I want to ask you about your entire TI experience. This is your very first TI, and I want to know what it's like getting into that booth. The door slides behind you. Stressful games like this. What's the experience like for you?
I mean, it's a great experience, especially when you're winning, and I'm super happy we made it to playoffs. Even though like a lot of people like put us on a very high seat, like they rate us and they expect us to do very well. I don't have like any expectations, and I didn't have advance the game, so group stage wasn't like the easiest one, but that's fine. We make it through, and now we play here. Super happy.
The happiness shows. Excel, congratulations on the game 1. Looking forward to how game 2 goes as we send it to our casters.
Thank you very much there, Tsunami and Axel. It is time for game 2, the game about to begin. Fold, we had quite the game 1.
I mean, how do you beat that game 1? How do you beat that game 1?
We'll see, we'll see. Already with the draft, we're getting some fun stuff. So, you know, it's a good start already. We're getting this switch up right. We're seeing Liquid pick the Ember mid initially, maybe even not, allowing the Slark through. Something that a lot of these other Ember pickers are not doing right. It's always banned.
Yes.
They leave it in, so of course the mid Slark, it comes out, then Liquid say, well, you know what, we weren't going to put it mid. But anyway, we're ready to play it safe lane, get something else. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Lane.
It's not something that's I've done often. It's always about dodging. It can work. It does have the Darkseer with the Ion Shell, right? You can see synergy with their draft, but it can be a risk.
But the lane, right?
Exactly.
It really can be a risk. Honestly, I feel like a lot for Liquid, sort of was touched upon by the panel. You're looking at Nisha.
You're looking
He's
at
got this
100%.
lane. He's a Wind Ranger against a Slark. He's got a dumpster this lane.
100%, because even that top
If he
lane,
doesn't,
right?
Yeah.
Ace playing the Darkseer into the IO. It's not the easiest way to really counter. IO's just going to chill. You have sustain. You play from a distance. Unless you make some massive mistakes, you should be fine. And Ember, a hero that tends to be designed about having level advantage.
Getting that solo XP.
Getting like super fast max flame guard, especially currently at the moment. So not going to be the case, and he is playing versus a potential, I mean, not a hard lane, you could say, because it's a double melee, the Tide and the Bounty, but the Tide is going to get away with the free lane. He's going to be able to just chill down here for the most part, unless he makes some big mistakes. So let's see what Nisha can do.
I feel like, a
lot of pressure.
So much is on Nisha.
But he's got a lot to prove after that last game.
Not the cleanest of games.
No.
But, you know, looking at the group stage performances, Liquid, it kind of happens to them. I think pretty much in all 3 of the series they won 2-1. They would always win. They would always lose the first game.
That is very true.
They always take time to adapt to their opponents. They've had that game 1, and my goodness, quite a lot of back and forth moments to adapt to them.
True.
See if they can turn things around here in this game too.
Pretty well in that last game in terms of how they answered the IO Largo, but yeah, definitely not the case when they end up losing the game. As he said, you don't judge the winners, and they were the winners on the side of Yandex this time around. So
great game from them, and just them having the sort of the foresight to be able to close it in the way that they did. They held nothing back when they had that opportunity to get that win, and it was a fantastic one.
So something I could like to see potentially from Tofu is just give the Ember the levels. Don't play next to him. Don't soak the experience, right? If you're going to play this Wyvern Ember lane, just make sure the Ember kind of plays that solo.
You do have to.
Right?
You've got to find some sort of way indeed to ensure that you are giving that Ember the lion's share of the experience.
Exactly. So I'd like to see something like that from Tofu. Sure, he might have to soak a little bit here and there, but I want to see a majority going toward Mika. So I've seen actually this IO and Slark thing together, Owen. I can't remember if it was, I think it was Boom Boys perhaps, or maybe it was Yandex. I'd have to look again. My bad. But I know somebody ran it earlier in this tournament. It gets pretty insane, the HP regen you start to build up. So
I think it was
similar,
GPK play.
I think it was, right?
So I think it probably was.
In a similar vein, sure, not in the same concept last time where the IO Largo kind of thing comes in, but these two together, when Slark gets the Shard too, heroes kind of just become unkillable. So we'll have to see how Liquid ends up dealing with that, because this time around, like Insania was mentioning, Liquid's draft design is quite different than last time about we're going to just destroy one target, explode them. You can't even really do that versus the Slark, because he's going to get the Shard eventually. He's going to be able to get safe. So a bit of a different style that we have coming in from both sides, and we're going to see a pause coming in.
And I think that's the thing as well, going back to that game 1, you know, you talk about who was sort of the solid rock for Liquid. I feel like it was Mickey.
It was
quite
Mickey.
literally on the Tiny.
Literally.
He was doing some fantastic work. And obviously on this game, being put into a position which just, yeah, as we said, we've seen it before, this Ember safe lane, but it's definitely not one of those things that's like, oh my goodness, it's an Ember safe lane, everybody watch out. He's gonna absolutely dumpster the game. It's a lot harder for Mickey to be that strong rock this time round.
It is, but the important thing is, though, the Ember's not shut down, right? Because otherwise you send the Ember to the Slark lane, and it's going to be an Ember who has a pretty awful
they have
entry
to
into
make
the
this
game.
move.
So
Absolutely.
you have to make this move.
to make this move.
And I'm curious to see, too, that maybe if Mickey, I'm seeing the item queued up, it's not your traditional, but does he go Vessel from safe lane Ember versus Io and Slark? It's a good Vessel game. The argument is therefore because there's no Largo to lick it off this time.
But there is a
I don't know if you
pact.
want... There is, sure, but you're just going to use it on the Io. It's the Io carry,
Sure.
right? So I could see a world where he potentially does do it, but I don't know if he's guaranteed.
That's fair. And I'll tell you why it can work as well, because obviously you do have Nisha again on this hero in the mid. It's a Wind Ranger, quite like the Nature's Prophet.
He's the
You can
carry.
build the right click,
Exactly.
be the carry. So absolutely can work. It's just a question of whether you can get anywhere close to a similar sort of timings on that pickup and on the levels as you would if you were the Ember mid.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how this is going to go down. His Saksa, we're seeing 11 last hits on the bounty, so he's gotten a lot of wards. I believe he killed some couriers as well too, so that's inflated for him at the moment. So as we see DM, a lane that he's put in a position to be able to farm in. Mickey's going to free farm, but same thing for DM in mid lane, the one that we have to look at, right? Because Nisha, it's just designed for him to just completely destroy the Slark.
He's doing well.
And so far, yeah, 16, 17-7 to the 10-3, and Boxy now even making the move over to be even more annoying.
Yeah, they need this. Just do not let this Slark get away with any sort of start.
Just don't let him play.
Yeah.
They're going to have potentially, like I mean, honestly, he could become pretty dead weight pretty fast if he ends up getting pressured too hard in this game.
Because that's the thing, you know, would you rather be the team that's got a under-farmed Slark mid or a team with an under-farmed Ember safe lane? I'd rather be the one with the Ember. You know what I mean? So if they can punish Chira, it doesn't matter what goes on in Mickey's game. And the thing is, obviously, at the moment, Mickey's having a great game. So it's not even a concern that he's not getting farmed. He's top CS right now. So this approach from Liquid, definitely looking to test Yandex's approach with this mid Slark. Liquid, they've clearly come prepared with an answer.
And overall for the Ember game, if he does get the early Flame Guard max, looking at the magical damage of Yandex early, they could definitely have some difficulties breaking and burning that Flame Guard with him running them down.
They don't get through it quicker at all.
It's going to take time, right? The IO in particular is all that magic damage and the bushwhack that can come in, so see how that goes down. Watson, though, he also has free lane. We didn't talk too much about the IO, but the IO versus Darkseer, he's just going to free farm up there too, so the Dominator timing, it's going to be very fast. And let's see if this time also, where Yandex has the edge on the global, how much that's going to matter. Because last time Liquid, they could respond accordingly. Nature's Prophet Dawn, they can always respond to all of these global moves. This time around, they don't have that luxury. They have the Ember to match the mobility, but that's about it. So Watson's relocates could be pretty devastating.
Bit of a slow pace start in terms of kills. The mid lane, so we've got to keep our eyes on. Chira Jr. constantly being kept very, very low in this lane.
He's got the raindrop, so he's got ways to at least protect himself from some of these power shots, but Sox has got to come in at least to annoy Nisha a little bit.
I think that was what we've just had the stat up. I think that's the 5th courier in the 5 minutes. So
it's pretty insane how many he's been able to find.
When Sax is on his bounty, you do not want to be a courier.
Well, yeah,
we'll find you.
Looking at the game state right now, right? You see it's 0-0, but the Wind Ranger's completely free farming versus Slark, and it's actually Yandex with the gold lead because of those courier slings.
Yeah, he's keeping it even with these courier snipes.
And he's even the rune here now too, so gets the regen. We'll be able to prevent Nisha from just grabbing it. Sure, there's no bottle lane actually in this game, so this has been interesting. Usually don't see a team, both teams without a bottle hero. This is going to be one of those games with no bottle.
Talking about this bounty as well. I mean, honestly, talking about the 2 opening picks, right? We're seeing some teams, they love the bounty.
They do.
This is one of the teams that will do it. First pick material, I guess not a surprise because of the team. Overall, like, where do you place this hero right now? Is it as highly valued as some of these teams are valuing it in your eyes?
It seems very good versus certain teams, especially too, because the map is just so massive. It's giving so much information, and I feel like some teams aren't responding as accordingly as I would have expected.
First pick, why?
Like in the past, some teams, like, I mean, this isn't really the meta right now, but you could just go for these like pushing aggressive lineups, and Bounty does nothing into group up in most situations. So this game, he's into a Wyvern, and he's good versus the Wyvern. Mickey, here comes the reload.
Yeah, Watson bringing in the extra numbers to make sure they can try and punish Mickey before he hits the 6. Now get that first blood. Saxa been doing these little moves with the couriers, with the runes, now setting up for the first blood. This is why they do like to get this first pick for him. He comes quite nasty.
He's truly owning these first 7 minutes. An insane amount of D wards as well as we're seeing on top of those courier snipes, and even finding that kill onto Mickey. Before he hits the 6, he was very close to having that finished up there. Still, the Slark case continues of the struggle.
Yeah. But this is if this game does sort of go down the way of, Mickey, despite having the good farm, he's got the gold, but just obviously will not have the chance to solo XP, the solo levels. And if Chiro Jr. is able to have more impact with the lack of farm that he's had in this mid lane on the Slark, I think, we'll kind of maybe learn a lesson of maybe the Ember safe lane is just that hard to pull off, that it's just not a situation where you want to end yourself in with a draft. And one of the reasons why we have seen, I want to say, the majority of the times where Ember's been picked, Slark has always been banned.
It has been. Just having Ember side lane, it's just not the same. Sure, you can still get the farm, but it's about the pressure that you apply. Ember is a hero that just applies so much pressure, and if he is playing from that slight behind, it can be very different. So we shall see how Liquid wants to play around.
It's going to be a test for Liquid.
Yeah, truly.
And already game one was quite a test, and a test that they failed in the end.
that is true. And yeah, Watson, let's see how the pace that he can farm, because we do have to talk about Watson too. Literally as clutch as you could possibly ask for in this last game, completely carrying the game. This time playing the IO, he's a good IO player. He's very comfortable with it, plays with the Dominator, and he's already set up for success here. Absolute free farm. He's playing into Darkseer too, who Darkseer versus IO, the wall does nothing. This is a pretty pathetic wall game when you look at it on paper. Usually Darkseer's picked because the wall can be pretty good. But...
And a nice easy rotation over towards the stacks where they find Ace, and they're going to be able to finish off a few of these big creeps and Ancients as well on top of that.
Hey, Sox's early game so far here, pretty pristine.
And yeah, Mickey with the build, goes for the Urn, but it's going to be the Urn Radiance. So he's dreaming big.
Dreaming big, and it's an item overall that not too many heroes actually purchase.
That's
right?
You're not picking a carry really in this meta outside of what maybe is Spectre, even though we haven't seen that much. And there's going to farm. Yeah, that's true. I guess it is Lifesteal that's the only one that really picking in that safe lane to farm the Radiance. So
it takes a long time to get the Radiance at times. And like we're saying, and like we're indicating, Ember usually a hero that wants to dictate pace. So if you're playing that slow pace, we'll see whose design ends up feeling better and who actually comes away with at least this mid game. Because you're going to just give Watson now, he's going to get a free Agony. There's no pressure on him whatsoever.
Because Nisha, he's on the mid, he wants to farm. He's going this Maelstrom, obviously, on the Wind Ranger. So it's a fair bit of greed here from Liquid.
They could get punished for it. There's a lot of team fight. There's a lot of things that can come together very quickly from the side of Yandex. And DM, a hero that we don't see picked too often because it can just get punished in this current turret meta. He's gotten away with the lane completely.
Sax is nearly getting away with no courier snipe. In fact, Will. Surely, are they going to be able to kill him for this? He's going to have the Shadow Walk back up.
Their catch is really not the best until they have the hook shot.
He really is doing so much.
Oh, he is so annoying.
This first 10 minutes, Sax are the MVP by far.
Oh, yeah.
For what's been going on across the map in favor of Yandex.
That's dangerous, too. As a first pick, being able to have this type of effect in the 10 minutes is pretty crazy. Top also now, Ace. Can he speed himself away? Still has the surge active, should be able to.
The chase, a little bit too far for Saxa to try and set up to buy time for Malady and Watson to get in.
He'll get the Dom creep though, and in the meantime too, Saxa did block the Ancients while he was in that vicinity too, so no extra farm for the Darkseer. 2K lead from the side of Yandex, just playing that economy game, and the Slark, he's only 700 behind the Wind Ranger, Owen.
He has absolutely gone through this lane good enough.
Good enough, indeed.
And Nisha, we saw him try. He was putting the pressure on. Honestly, this was just very good, safe plays from Cheerio, making sure he never fed in the matchup. And he didn't try and overstay his welcome, didn't push for CS that he wasn't going to be able to get.
And the bonus,
he's played it very carefully.
All this bonus gold from the bounty, too, absolutely adds up, right? As you said, I think, what, was it 6 or was it 7? Courier kills. I hate myself for it, but it was something around that. So, yeah, he's been giving so much extra gold, so much extra information.
They just need time. I'm looking at Liquid. They got an Ember trying to farm a Radiance.
They're going to farm.
Oh, Mid-Wind Ranger obviously wants his Maelstrom. I feel like they're hoping that Yandex isn't going to do something that Yandex is almost certainly going to do, that Yandex is going to come running at them. The Diffusal Blade, if Chiro Jr. gets a good timing on this Diffusal Blade,
it's a great game
The setup they have between any of them, right? If Slark, Bounty, Tide, Hoodwink go in, Watson's going to be relocating on top of him. They're going to feel a lot of early pressure, Liquid.
Tofu is going to have to be in pretty prime position, it feels like, in that mid-game with no curse to kind of turn these aggressive moves that can come in, because the team fight, it's very strong from Yandex when it comes together with the IO in particular. Sure, Liquid has responses of team fights, it's just, we'll see what Mickey can do until he gets Radiance, because before Radiance, he's going to be a bit underwhelming. I don't think die in 1 pound.
I don't think he's going to want to turn up at all.
And that could be dangerous, right? If he doesn't show up to some of these early fights versus the IO could take over. So,
and even when you have the Radiance on the Ember, it's not like, whoa!
No.
It's it will eventually feel good, but
You'll farm fast.
the Radiance alone, you're still gonna die.
You're very vulnerable. But
You need time.
they'll be able to burn heroes quick though. Ion Shell, Radiance, Flame Guard, so you can see what they want to do here. So we'll see if that ends up working for them though. But yeah, Yandex, I feel like they're cruising right now, especially
I think
Watson.
so.
The timing's gonna come pretty soon here.
Diffusal Blade is only about 700 gold away.
And-
Really did get through the lane nicely, Chira Jr.
And good versus pretty much everybody. Good versus everybody that the Liquid has. This time, Saksa,
Gonna try for a deny, won't get it. Nisha gets the kill.
3 heroes, 2 cores to rotate to deal with Saksa's obnoxious pressure that he's doing. And Wall was used just to push him away here. I mean, Saksa just giving info. The base ward that he placed earlier, scouting things out, sniping these couriers. I think Yandex just is, they have literally map hack essentially at the moment right now. They know everything that Liquid's doing because of the way he's playing.
I'll tell you what, in terms of control, they've got some quite annoying options right, Yandex. They have the Pounce, and then also the Anchor from the Tide this
They do.
game.
The Anchor's gonna
It
be
kind
very
of
strong.
ruins all 3 of their cores, right?
I think he should really. I thought
Get it
he was,
early.
I think maybe as a first item. I was
it's
considering
that
him
good.
doing it this game on the Tide. After having this wraps, essentially, could just go for him.
I think DM might think about that, yeah. It's going to be very effective against Liquid scores.
Liquids overall just don't have the easiest ways to gain, right? This is just going to be a lot of farming. So we'll have to see if their plan ends up working in this. That Slark, he is caught up completely with the Wind Ranger. Literally same goal.
Yeah. Looks able to get involved in some more action there, top against Box.
It's gonna accelerate fast, it feels.
It really
know how
is.
Liquid's gonna deal with this Aghanim's timing now.
I think that really is the question. There's no way they forgot about the Slark being able to be picked against the Ember. This has to have been the plan from Liquid, right? That they were like, haha, we're going to do the Ember safe lane and going to beat you. You think it might have been a slip-up?
Yeah, they did a last-minute pivot because the way that they dropped. Oh, Curse will connect, will get Saksa brought down, but they'll lose their Shrine. Watson will be fine to get out as well, too, with the re-relocate. Boxy is looking for him potentially on the re-relocate, but not something you can go for here without the Wind Ranger.
Not an easy kill. They need that extra damage.
Quiet game from Nisha, as we said, just farming, going for Maelstrom.
Relic's done. Okay, crossing that first hurdle, but Chira Jr. with the defusal, he's going to start to be quite annoying. He's going to be all over the map, getting these pickoffs.
Him and the bounty can really try just...
and they're going to
they can ruin the supports pretty hard.
And they're going to get the money.
They are.
With sort of the track potential from the bounty. It's tough times here for Liquid.
It's going to be a dangerous couple moments here until they do have the Radiance on the Ember to see what they can actually do to deal with this pressure from Yandex. I feel like Yandex, they got everything they wanted and more in this lane.
Oh, absolutely.
Because of how this Slark is done.
This first 15 minutes, Yandex, they're feeling like this one is very much in the direction of being in the bag.
3K lead at the moment here. DM, as we see, he's still queuing up the Blink first, so might just want that to be able to jump the back lines, but already making an aggressive move bottom. Counts!
But the Ravage into the Mana Sail and
enough.
the Sharp Shot, it is easily enough.
I think he actually ended up missing the pounce there, but ended up not
He
mattering.
did miss the pounce. He did miss the pounce. Just sort of the mana burn with the right clicks.
And Boxy, can he get a connection here onto Chira? He's got
Shadow Dance. He is out of this. I don't think they've got any way to chase him afterwards. And if anything, Liquid's got to be careful. You don't want to be running into this. This Slark's scary.
And this Io can come in at any moment.
Oh yeah, Watson's at the ready if the call's sort of made.
I mean, Watson's getting too much freedom, Owen. He's going to be level 15 very soon. I mentioned it the last game, how strong the 15...
Where does the pressure from Liquid come from? Nisha's not going to be putting pressure on.
That's why I thought
December's not going to be putting pressure on.
That's why I thought he might do the... Even though it sounds super weird, just doing the Vessel from the safe lane from the Ember, because I thought he was going to play faster, but not the case right now.
Yeah.
This is tough to see these next moments for Liquid, how they're going to be able to deal with the pressure that comes in. Watson, 15's about to hit, and the damage is insane when you do have this talent this early, and he's got the save. I do want to see Chira even potentially getting the shard a little early on the Slark too, since the IO is going to be so massive. All you have to do is just protect him.
Yeah, I mean, that would completely ruin any opportunity. Ooh, bit! Would get kills if he goes for it.
Off the mark with the Bushwhack might actually save Nisha's life.
He's going to throw a blood grenade out the side. Chira Jr. say the Cold Embrace will come into play. Chira comes bounce. The curse has to be used to hold Chira Jr. back. It will allow them to turn towards him. Chira Jr. does get taken out. Watson's going to turn under the fight. They're able to take out both Boxy and Nisha here with Watson's presence.
A lot of damage from Watson.
They do not have the damage to bring Watson down. A remnant over from Mickey, but Watson's already out. And Mickey, he gets finished off by Bounty.
Oh my goodness.
3 dead on Liquid, maybe even 4 Tofu. Will be able to get the Cold Embrace off underneath the tier 2 tower.
Oh, and this is insane. It's 8K lead. Watson comes in, cleans up, gets out. Chira gives his life, but he's like, I don't care. I set up for the dream for us. Track kills aplenty.
And Sax, he treats himself to a 17-minute Blink Dagger on the Bounty.
My goodness.
They're having a lot of fun this game, Yandex. I reckon this one must feel fantastic to play right now in the booth here on the main stage.
They don't even have the Radiance yet for the Ember. Mickey now 0-3. Even though they moved him out of the mid lane, he's suffering just as much as maybe as if he would have been there.
Yeah, game one was quite the back and forth spectacle. This one.
This one's looking could be decided pretty quick with the way, because IO, when you do get ahead like this, it's very hard to play versus because of how much they can pressure the map. Shira?
He's fine. He's got a bounce.
Onto the cog.
He's got a shadow dance. They're going to kill him though. Let's have a look.
Shira?
They might get him. They need to get him. They will get Malady.
They should have Shira.
Sure, he's going to have a pounce in a second.
Surely they finish him here.
There's no way he gets up. They get him. All right, they needed that Liquid.
They did.
They needed that big time.
Mickey did not get the last hits though, so does not have the Radiance yet. We'll have it finished up soon, but a pretty slow one that's coming out here for him.
Dire's middle tower.
Taxa getting into very sneaky territories, by the way. Another base squad that he's placing, so more couriers.
This is one of the things you can do when you get a blink early on these sort of heroes.
You not only are able to know like where you can snipe these couriers, but you know where Liquid's going to want to play, because you'll see where the couriers are going, so you get full information. You're going to get so much out of this.
And do you ever expect that ward, or it's one of those things that maybe you see in the replay, and the next game if he does it, you're checking it out. But this game is going to live the whole
It'll live the whole duration, unless they buy a gem, which maybe they will do if they do feel that pressure from the bounty so much.
All right, there we go. So Radiant's
done.
It's done here for Mickey on the safe lane Ember.
But Watson, level 16, and he's got a BKB on top of the Aghanim. So a clear separation of almost 2 items. Ace
trying to surge away, but the pushback comes in beautifully from Malady.
The damage from these spirits with the 15 talent is insane at this point. When it's this early.
Children, he gets the pounce into the Ravage from DM. They're locking Mickey down. Not one charges. He's not going to be able to get away though. He came up with the slide. I don't think he had any more remnants out to jump to. So he's gone. They lose 3 heroes again on Liquid. And they just cannot fight Yandex right now. Yandex are far too strong.
Nisha can't get into these fights either. He is having an incredibly quiet game.
Very quiet game.
For being that mid-win ranger versus the Slark, he's not finding much of anything.
They needed so much more from him this game, and it's not happened so far.
It's a 12k lead at 19 minutes with an IO lineup. And look at his net worth. It is insane how much he's getting out of the map here. And it's not just him too, it's not just the cores. These supports, because they're getting all these kills too. They're very rich. Malady's got a vessel, he's got the distiller, he's got the crest. Pretty crazy how much farm they're able to find here. And you can see that Liquid, they're having to just use like Winter's Curse to just hold the Slark back. Sure, they got the kill on him before because they did hold him back long enough, but how are they going to deal with Watson? He's going right click now. So this is the build we've seen from Watson, also from safe lane too. He's actually even done the Maelstrom before the Aghanims a couple games. He's going to have it done too. So the farm is going to continue to accelerate. And to point out too is this is an amazing Mjolnir game. You're playing versus Flame Guard, Ion Shell, the Mjolnir is going to go crazy in the fights.
And they get Cogs.
Got back up.
He's going to come in and try and help out. Children, he's surviving.
The heal.
He's living proud. And he's going to be able to turn over on Mickey. Mickey's out of bounds.
Too much.
He gets the double kill. Watson keeps him alive. It might be early days, Fox, but this has got to be painful for Liquid to play. They are getting completely destroyed. And this is looking like one of those ideas that you kind of have in a pub game. You're like, it's all right, boys. I'm going to take Ember safe lane, Farmer Radiance. And then you're like, wait, what?
It's looking like you just gotta, I mean, you gotta go for like the high ground base kind of, but your map is just completely desolated. Yandex, they're playing this to utmost perfection. This is gonna be one of the most farms IOs I think I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
16k net worth.
1 minute.
He's not only getting enabled from kills, he's getting the tracks.
They get Saxa.
We'll find one.
They drop a wall down, they're able to finish him off. Every now and then, they get a little something, but they need so many things. They're down 17k at 21 minutes.
And this is even before Cheer Jr. has the shard, too. He was able to survive during the majority of that. He doesn't even have the depth shroud yet to protect. So on top of, if he does want to go for that, then he probably will just never die again if he does have the IO near him. So for Liquid, you gotta just play for mass team fight, get the BKB online at least for Nisha, and hope that they can overcommit onto you. But it is such a deficit.
This is it's a desperate move, but they've got to make these desperate plays in this position. The smoke comes out, this goes wrong. This game looks irrecoverable.
I mean, Chira just scouts it immediately. Got the ulti. Looking to reach that.
The Ravage is there. DM just comes in and gets the full man Ravage. Watson ready to come across. He's ready to fight with the BKB. He's just trying to go for the focus fire towards Watson. Is so tanky. They just do not have the damage to touch Yandex. Box He's dead. Nisha chased down by DM. He's going to get the win run off turn with the shackle, but the final right clicks at the time, kill him off. Ace trying to get Malady, won't even get him. Watson's in with the tether to heal Malady up. 4 dead on Liquid. Nobody dead on Yandex. Mid-game is also going to get caught bottom. They're going to get the team wipe.
Another kill for DM. I mean, 5 track kills.
When you see, the Tide just finishing off your mid-win Ranger with a right click, the carry Ember Spirit with a right click, I think you know it's over.
Yeah, it's looking pretty over. 20 minutes,
Wow.
22 minutes, 21,000 lead. They're pretty
This is actually, is this the biggest stomp we've had in terms of kind of gold lead per minute?
It's looking, yeah.
22, yeah. 1,000 gold a lead coming up. 1,000 gold a minute lead, just coming up to 23 minutes.
Radiant's bottom tower
This is just an approach to the game gone horribly wrong for Liquid, and really just sort of begs the question if this was the plan. Did they think that they didn't need to ban the Slark because they had this all It's just getting completely walked over by Yandex.
The pivot that you did in this game is 0 and 6. Right? The Ember Spirit that got moved out of that matchup is actually having the worst game out of all the cores. They are just completely shutting him down.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful approach from Yandex, and a lot of credit has to be given to Saksa. This early game, this first 10 minutes,
this bounty,
he devastated the game plan from Liquid.
Couriers dying everywhere, information being given all around, and just information right to ensure that Chira Jr. didn't die during the laning stage.
Exactly.
He knew when he could kind of approach the lane in the mid, get what he could, when to back away, and get through this laning stage without dying at all in that matchup against Nisha's win range.
And it truly is just looking so difficult to see how they can bring down the IO. As you saw there, Nisha focus fired, and he literally just ran right.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
No, and this is pre having those actual big healing items, the heart or the satanic. He's got all the damage. Essence rings, of course, we did see save them back to back there, Chira and him, I think, in one scenario. But yeah, it's just so limited for what Liquid can do on the map. They don't really have the damage at this point to deal with the sustain that comes in, and they're just so tanky too. DM, we haven't even said how. I mean, you kind of did, right? I was beating the Ember, beating the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, he's finished off with the right clicks.
That's indicative of how good a Tide Hunter game it truly is in this one. About to have, getting closer and closer to the Ags finished up. They're really just getting everything on the map here. Ags finished up for the Slark. Even more control now for the quote-unquote elusive heroes on Liquid.
Ready with the setup.
BKB's there for Nisha.
A little deep. Fox is going to be in the backup, and they won't push it too far here, Yandex. They respect the reaction. Nice vacuum. Vacuum.
Is there damage?
There should be at least to kill Malady right there. They could kill the hook.
Shackle and Watson.
And he gets the IO. There's a lot of damage. Some of the front of BKB's up.
Don't get it.
They get it.
Wow. That was insane.
Huge kill here for Liquid to finally take down the Watson. Money going the way of Ace. He gets a lot of money for that one.
A Boxy coming in very clutch.
Right.
Those cogs back to back hitting him, preventing from the BKB to get used at first. Wow, biggest kill they've been able to find in this game. I'm impressed they were able to even do it at this point.
Yeah, I think, Yandex going to be surprised themselves that they could lose Watson in that situation. It's something for Liquid.
Much needed kill for Mickey to get the space to try to get the BKB himself too. He just can't farm anywhere safe. DM just blinks in front of him.
Put the pipe out for Ace now, thanks to that gold burst that he just got from ending that streak of Watson.
Very nice shackle, as we did see from Nisha there too, being the answer for the IO for a moment. Punchback, it doesn't change too much, of course, of the game state. It still is one of the most substantial leads as we've seen in this early game.
Yeah. I mean, but
the punchback.
In our last game, we saw Yandex win a game against Mega Creeps. That's not something that happens often.
That is true.
If Liquid are able to turn this is going to be sort of a similar level of impressiveness against Saksa.
Let me kill. Chira will find Tofu in the back lines, and Liquid turned this into more kills rallied around Ace, because Ace, he's being the rock for the team a bit here, right? He's got the Shivas, he's got the pipe, he's got some of the answers here, at least versus all this magical. They got to play around those vacuum combos, see if they can get the coordination to try to bring down some of these targets. Yeah, they can back up. They don't really have to force things, to be fair.
No,
they can get the Satanic for Watson. They were just trying to apply as much pressure as possible and got punished for it. They still have the availability to go for Tormentor. They can set up for these Roshans, and I think that'll be the case for Yandex. Liquid a lot harder for them to fight around those terms of Yandex. If Yandex is going in with 2 heroes versus 5, then Liquid can perhaps respond.
Radiant's middle tower.
Next
is
ready
under
to bring the
attack.
action to them with the blink. Ravage ready again here for DM.
Chira on the hunt here. I'm shocked he hasn't bought the shard edge. Maybe he is just waiting to see if he does get some luck.
Dire are scanning.
Okay. He gets caught in the pounce.
Got a Ravage open things up into the pounce and the bushwhack. Not a chance.
I just don't know how Mika ever comes back in this game, Owen. 0-7, and it's just a game where Ember feels hard countered. Perhaps it's going to be all on Nisha and Ace, but you need this Ember to do something, it feels like. I don't know if the Wind Ranger and the Darks you can do it enough.
DM afraid of nothing.
Truly not. Gets the Yules off as the Surge goes off, so Ace in trouble.
And with the pounce onto Ace, Watson's relocated over as well. He's able to take out Tofu at the back of the fight. Ace going to try and run away, but he's caught by the leash.
Anywhere.
It'll be the 3 of them dead. Back to getting the gold lead growing on track here for Yandex.
Track money. Level 2 track also starting to build up there. He has the shard on the bounty hunter too, so even more pressure on the map. On top of what Sox has already been able to apply this game. Now he can invis his buddies, go for even more dive plays.
Radiant
Nisha
structures are fortified.
has to be so careful here.
Is under attack.
Hello?
Was afraid that Saxa would get some sort of setup onto him. Tried to hook shot over in case he needed to be there by his side.
Radiant's bottom tower.
These
is under
supports are
attack.
very likely to overtake.
I mean, they're massive.
Honest,
Both of them.
This could be a game where they have like five heroes in the
Radiant's
top
bottom tower
7, right? They could just be the Ember and the Wind Ranger getting surpassed, and it's just the Darks here up there if they don't get something rolling together. And Yandex, it is going to be that Roche call next. They're going to play it a little safe. Full Satanic for Watson. You have to have like a 5v1 to bring down this IO, it feels like now at this point. They did do it before, but that's kind of what it was, right? They did have the 5 on top of him.
Just how quickly he farms, not just only gold, but XP as well.
Oh, and now he also
23.
He also now has the 15 talent from the bounty that could potentially be thrown on him. You get the damage reduction, the 30% damage reduction.
Yeah,
too.
you're not killing this IO, unless he's left completely on his own. We just see that situation earlier when he was in the triangle. They weren't really set up around him. They could kill him then. Killing him in a team fight
Are scanning.
looks to be impossible for Liquid, but Liquid, they're ready to try the impossible.
It's double BKB timings. They're going to try. At this deficit, let's see what they can connect with.
See Saxa.
He comes in.
Saxa's got the use to protect himself. He gets in to commit here with the BKBs. Looks to try and finish off at least the bounce. Look at the vacuum ball down. Once it's been brought down to half HP, it needs to connect to the focus fire. The curse as well will lock down the 2 of them. And they've lost Tofu.
That's the BKB.
He's about to come to an end. And DM, he waited for it perfectly. Comes in with the Ravage to slam down yet another team fight in Yandex's favor. Ace.
That was the BKB fight for Liquid, and they only find the supports.
And they might just get Ace as well. He's brought Alf to the side. Another kill for Watson. Another team fight in the bag for Yandex as they continue to very much enjoy this game too.
And Chira probably enjoying things too. He's like, guys, I got the pick Slark. They moved the Ember, and I'm still owning. 6-2-11, has the Mage Slayer, has Axe, has all the timings, is completely reducing anything Liquid wants to do in this.
I mean, and this is huge, right, going forward in the competition. It very much sends a message of, if you pick Ember,
you better ban the Slark.
You have to ban the Slark.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to be able to lane the Ember against it, and by the looks of it, you're certainly not going to be able to make a lane switch up and try and run the Ember safely.
Okay. Might get caught here. Shadow Walk stun.
Radiant's middle tower is
These
under
catch on the
attack.
way down, they don't.
Still at the remnant now.
Watson.
There, Watson now.
Plays over on his own. He has got BKB and Satanic ready to press. BKB and a tether alone is enough. He zooms away.
So far. Chira in position to protect him. Did Chira buy shard yet? Okay, I guess he's not going to do it. I thought he was going to get it, but he feels like he doesn't need it. He just wants to go for his own items this game. Feels like Watson doesn't need that protection. It's crazy net worth on this IO. We knew how insane this hero was going to be coming into this tournament. Some of these players are truly showing how strong it is.
Yeah, getting to pick it up as their second pick as well after the bouncy this draft.
I didn't think that they were going to get it again.
Especially because they have this flexibility. We saw game 1 from Chira, and then game 2 on Watson.
And Watson about to hit 25. He can go for the attack tether target in this game since he's got the Slark. And with this build, yeah, absolutely. Here we go. This damage is going to be absolutely ridiculous with him and Chira hitting targets. And for Liquid, it's got to be some type of like 5-man curse.
What is the comeback situation?
They don't really have physical damage is the issue. Their damage comes quite slowly versus this IO at this point with how far behind they truly are. They need to just somehow miraculously win a team fight to get some type of gold back coming their way. But it would be pretty miraculous if they could. Bottom, the catch again.
Very dead.
Doesn't even bother popping the BKB there.
Try and stop things on the Saxa.
The DM you can't touch.
He's got Ravage as well ready when it's necessary. Saxa will get taken out. DM has to wait out the BKB from Mickey. Don't want to commit anything too heavily.
Get the Yules. We'll be able to find Boxy here on the way down. And DM just walks through them. The cores really do feel unkillable on the side of Yandex at this point. Sure, you can get down these supports time at some times, but he got a bounce. I think he got a track off too, so it did get that extra gold for the team. Roche. We can look to back up for that one soon.
Radiant's middle tower.
Regen also for DM. It's not. I'm like trying to think of the. It's just not really. There's no timings. All the timings for Liquid are just shot. There's not any big gains that they have in these next few moments. They got a Kaya on the Ember Spirit. That's not going to change much of anything. The Wind Ranger too. I mean, the Daedalish. Maybe if they weren't so far behind, could have a bit of more of a difference maker. But there's just so much that Yandex has at this point to deal with it. Could look to close it out now in these next few moments with this Aegis. Full MKB for Watson.
And next. They're looking ready to put an end to this series. Yeah. Smoke up here around the Aegis, ready to run a straight at Liquid.
No BKB still for Mickey, 2 for 20 seconds, so a free catch if they do see him. Saxa.
So we'll spot him out.
He's tanky.
He's going to be here to help out. They're going to hook shot over towards Saxa.
Backline.
And then the jump over Mickey. Mickey's just dead at the beginning of the fight.
No BKB for him.
He's gone. The BKB was still on cooldown for about 10 seconds. They do get Saxa return over. The Ravage from DM comes out, puts a stop. Tanisha's attempted TP out. Malady with a follow-up bushwhack. Nisha's gone. The mid and the carry dead. And more. Tofu picked off up on the high ground.
I don't know how much more of this they want to take on Liquid.
This has got to hurt big time.
What an approach from Yandex. Coming off of that last game with the momentum into this one. Saxa leading the charge in the first 10 minutes, but the rest of the team leading it afterwards. Chiron watching, having a beautiful game this time. All three cores having pretty flawless performance this time around for Yandex. Time to close it out.
Certainly is Yandex. They're not going anywhere now. They're inside the base. A very hard-fought game one that's simply rewarded them with quite a smooth victory it looks to be here in game 2. 35k ahead, 35 minutes in. Yandex looking very, very cool in this game 2.
They had the clutch factor in game 1. This game, they don't need the clutch factor as much. They're just running through it. 2 racks is claimed. Liquid will still hang on, but it's truly just hanging on by a thread at this point. Nearly 900 GPM for the IO. They're going to smoke out, look for a last hurrah. There is no Ravage available. They've got their BKB, so they're going to try something, but let's see if they can kill a core, Owen.
So if they turn this, it will be even more impressive than the Mega Creep comeback we saw in game 1 from Yandex.
Yeah, actually would be.
It would be. Let's see what they can do. Liquid, smoking up. Ready to give it their potentially final shot here in game 2.
Hey, this would be the biggest comeback of all time. To be honest with you. 36k, 35 minutes with this type of draft, with this type of things. Yeah, it's tough to see how they can kill a core even at this point. Yandex.
There it goes.
Ready to close it up. Boxy stepping outside for some vision.
And they're in. See the chance to jump Boxy. Sharpshooter coming in. It will dodge it with a hook shot over towards Nisha.
They're all getting tracked up. Saxa did find a place to put a sneaky ward in the base again, Owen, so they have full information of Liquid as well.
Top tower is under attack.
That's a sneaky ward. And yeah, I mean, it's to be expected to see that win probability in this game.
Having to put the BKB there just to get out. And it was only the Slark alone that was threatening him.
Under attack.
Very much feeling that 100-0.
Might even be higher than 100.
If it could be, it would.
Top tower has fallen.
That's clean execution, truly. Overwhelming Blink. DM treating himself to a luxury item as well. 25s.
They can go for here. 1 minute left on the Aegis.
The insane thing, too, is that Watson still has quite a bit to grow. He's level 26. He can still eat the Aghanims, get the Daedalus, replace the Dom. Still has ways that he can just continue to get even bigger versus this, as he's doubling the net worth of the cores on the side of Liquid. Truly super impressive here. And yeah, just showing this Ember side lane ain't gonna work versus us.
It certainly isn't.
Jump forward, Ravage.
The base, Ravage is there, they get the jump straight away on a walk-toe for an ace. Ace will fall, Boxy taken apart, a few right clicks from Chira Jr., the three of them dead. On Liquid, and outside of the base, Saxa is caught a fourth. Nisha's gonna go for the BKB TP out, he'll make it back to the fountain.
Just barely. Time to see how fast these buildings drop with the IO tether.
Radiant's middle
He's going to TP out to try and cut some of the creeps, but still he has the Remnant back.
Here we go. Watch the push. Look at that IO.
Team's already in with a jump right up towards the fountain again, ready to stop. Pulling both Mickey and Nisha back.
He's invulnerable at this point.
Come on the bike.
Maybe the fountain.
No, we have
Philip.
to push him back to the cogs.
Let's see if the fountain can.
He's still kind of tanky, DM. He's walking this one off.
Nope, he's fine.
Doesn't get lower than half HP there, DM. He's fine. Boxy. Catch on.